Okay, are we here? Are we in the house? I think we're here. Can you guys hear me okay? Can people hear me? Let me know in the chat. Let's go do this. And let's check that people are here or not. Oh, we're here? Okay, good. Yeah, it's still technical issues. I'm actually here. I'm always here early. Okay, I'm here early. And then I'm trying Streamlabs today. I was just trying OBS before. Now I'm trying Streamlabs. So it's kind of a different thing. Okay. So this had different kind of issues, but we're here now. Welcome, everyone. Let's do a couple of shout outs before we get started. Okay. So Veggie Tiger, my main dono guy, welcome. Good to see you. Welcome, Versatile Floof, one of my mods. Good to see you. Keep them in line, yeah? We don't want any bad behavior. We don't want any bad behavior. We want good behavior only. Welcome, Chicken Gun Coolin. Good to see you. Welcome, Not Bumblebee. And yeah, after we've watched this first video, okay, it's a little incentive for you guys to hang around. After we've watched this first video, I'll give out 5 of the free channel memberships, okay? So after we've watched this first video from the excellent Matt Neff, okay? Matt Neff's great. If you haven't already, then go and sub to him, okay? You've got to give him a sub. He's one of the best YouTubers out there. I have watched these videos before because I watch them when they come out, okay? But then I thought, why am I watching them alone in my room when I could be watching them with my fans, with my subscribers, okay? So this is actually my number one. This is a bit of an underrated Matt Neff one. I know it's got a ton of views, but I know the big ones were on, you know, he did the ones on Max and Daniel Tiger ones, you know, Max, the new kind of autistic character. He did one on the one where Daniel gets fixed at the hospital in my thumbnail. We're going to watch that one as well. This one is actually my number one video, though. I love this. And yeah, you can see the chat on the screen as well if you do a dono. So whoever does a dono, it will come up on the screen. Okay? So just an FYI. Anyway, without further ado, this is, oh yeah, Nightwolf Gamer channel member, so shout out, says, I'm subbed to both of you. That's a good idea. I think if you sub to me and Matt, then your subscription feed is going to be looking pretty good. Okay? I do a few, I'd say compared to Matt, I do more videos. Okay? Matt's very high quality, though. I can tell that he slaves away on every frame, whereas I'm a bit more kind of get it out there, get it done, you know? Anyways, without further ado, let's get started. This is Daniel Tiger Ruins His Sister's Birthday by Mr. Matt Neff.
Do you remember when Daniel Tiger ruined his sister's birthday? Hey everyone, so we all know Daniel Tiger is a violent menace who wouldn't hesitate to take a swing at his baby sister.
True. Very true.
But surely he wouldn't be so petty as to get jealous of her on her birthday, right?
Yeah, about that. About that, Mr. Neff.
Right?
I wish it was my birthday.
Let's take a look at the episodes featuring Margaret's birthday to see how Daniel Tiger is both a horrible brother and a birthday bully. But before that, make sure to like and subscribe and leave a hype, since I guess that's still a feature. If we can hit 80,000 subscribers by Halloween, I'll...
Wow, Matt only had 80k back then. He's got to 100k pretty quick then. He's grown fast. I know he was doing this for a long time before I did, but like, he's got to the 100k pretty fast, you know? So fair play to him.
Cover one of Daniel Tiger's movies for my next subscriber milestone video. Let me know in the comments which of these awful movies you'd like to see me tear into.
We're going to be watching the Platypus one as well, by the way. Just FYI.
Let's not waste any more time and delve right in. This video is brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you. Make sure to turn on notifications and help get this video to 5,000 likes. It's baby Margaret's birthday, which means that she somehow survived a whole year without getting strangled by her older brother. The Tiger family is planning a party for the birthday girl, complete with Margaret's favorite snack, room temperature strawberries. But Daniel Tiger doesn't want strawberries.
If it was my birthday, I would have blueberries.
Well, f*** you, Daniel. It's
That's what I like. I like when Matt goes in savage mode, you know, because he deserves it. You know, Daniel's out of control. I know he has his defenders. I know he has his fans, but he is out of control, okay? If you're trying to dominate someone else's birthday, that's insane, bro. Y'all can't do that. Sharon Alu, channel membership is coming after this video, okay? After we watch this Matt Neff video, I'm going to give out 5 channel memberships, okay? So stay tuned for that.
Margaret's birthday, so we're having strawberries. Sorry, I came in a little hot there. I gotta save that rage for the rest of the episode. Daniel wishes it was his birthday so he could be the center of attention.
I wish it was my birthday.
I swear on my life, I've never been jealous when it's someone else's birthday, even when I was a kid. Okay. Obviously, when I was a kid, I got jealous sometimes because that's normal. But I never got jealous. I never felt jealous when it was someone's birthday. It's like, that's their one day of the year. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, Veggie Tiger. He says, hi, Snap. I think that you should review Max and Ruby. I've considered that. I've actually got a thumbnail ready for a Max and Ruby video, but I didn't end up making it because I felt like Matt and Neff covered a lot of the points. But maybe, yeah, I'll consider it. Thanks, Veggie Tiger, for the dono. I appreciate that, mate.
Dude, you already have a whole fucking show named after you. What else could the universe possibly owe you? Daniel's dad is tired of his son's bitching and moaning, so he tells him to take it outside. Daniel drags his ass out to the backyard, where he gripes to his mom that none of the decorations match his favorite color.
I like bread.
You don't say. I never would have guessed. Daniel's mom reminds him, again, that the party is for Margaret, so it makes sense the theme would be based around her favorite color and her favorite stuffy.
She also likes Pandy the panda bear.
Yeah, what the hell is that thing?
Look at his face. What? Some of the animation on this. And you see in the background as well, I think Matt says it in another video, with like the, they're clearly using like Getty images. They're honestly getting like real life images in the show. And it's proper jarring. But seriously, that panda bear is like fucking cursed, man. Membership will be given out randomly. Basically, let me explain it to y'all because I'm seeing a few questions. Basically, as a creator, I'm allowed to give out 10 memberships a month, okay? So in this stream, I'm going to do 5 memberships. In a subsequent stream, I'm also going to do 5. I can't decide. Even if I wanted to decide certain people to give them to, I can't decide that, okay? I just press a button. It says gift channel memberships, and it chooses 5 random people in chat, okay? So that's what I'm going to say. However, if you like the stream, maybe that'll give you a higher chance, okay? So like the stream, give it a like. Let's get it on trending, okay? Let's try and get it on the hype charts.
I don't care if it's a kid's toy. Its eyes look like they want to steal my soul and my credit card number. Daniel can't stand the fact that his sister is getting more attention than him and throws a tiger-sized tantrum.
Margaret, Margaret, Margaret.
Hold up, did this little really just bust out a Brady Bunch reference?
Marsha, Marsha, Marsha.
I haven't seen Brady Bunch. I think that's an American thing. Maybe I should check it out.
Daniel's mom tells her son to get over himself. She says that Margaret deserves to have a special day, the same way Daniel had a special day on his birthday, but the brain-dead dope still can't get the message through his thick skull.
What about me today?
Bitch, were you listening to a single word your mom just said? Not every day has to be about you. Instead of sending the cranky cub to his room, Daniel's mom caves into her son's narcissism and tells him he can be Margaret's birthday buddy. Because I guess she wants to ruin her daughter's birthday party.
When it's not your birthday, what can you do? Be a birthday buddy and help out too.
Yeah, I know a birthday buddy isn't a real thing, but it still feels more reckless than the time Mrs. Puff made SpongeBob the hall monitor for a whole day.
Birthday buddy, man, is so cringe. Oh my god. I just can't imagine that. I can't imagine, like, I think I just have too much dignity as a human being to ever be like someone's birthday buddy. Has anyone else? Let me know in the chat. Have you ever been is that a thing? Is that a thing in America? Like, I've never friggin' heard of that. Birthday buddy, man. So cringe.
What are the consequences of what I've just done?
Daniel heads into town with his dad to get baby Margaret a birthday cake. Wait, you already bought the party supplies but waited until the last minute to get the actual cake? Where the hell are your priorities, Mr. Tiger? The Tiger family gets on the trolley when Daniel drops the most out-of-pocket line in the whole episode.
I wonder if Trolley has a birthday.
Wait.
I wonder if Trolley has a birthday. Imagine that, guys. What kind of question is that? Trolley is a inanimate object as far as I'm aware. That's such a random question.
Does that mean Trolley has been alive this whole time?
Yes.
Daniel, you can't be dropping existential questions like that. You're not Spy Kids 2.
Yes, hang on. I want to replay that because
This
I love
whole
Spy Kids
time,
too.
Daniel, you can't be dropping existential questions like that. You're not Spy Kids.
Yeah, do you think... I remember seeing... Spy Kids 2, I swear to God, I've seen it like 10 times. Like, we had the DVD, and I had a little TV in my room with a DVD player. I used to just watch this to death. Friends would come over, would watch it, especially Spy Kids 3 actually with the glasses. That was a vibe. But the quote says, do you think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created? Too deep for a kid's movie, that's way too deep.
Kids 2. Daniel then sings a song to celebrate Trolley's birthday.
Happy birthday to...
It's just so random. This show is just... Why are they celebrating a Trolley's birthday? Dudes!
Jeez, Daniel hates Margaret so much that he'd rather celebrate the birthday of an inanimate object than his own sister. The Tiger family gets to the bakery, where we see the baker has been huffing the Joker's laughing gas again. The baker says he has 3 different birthday cakes, and Daniel instinctively goes for the one that looks like his stuffed animal. What a surprise. Miraculously, Daniel shows some restraint for the first time in his life, and instead chooses the panda cake.
Well done. Daniel, my boy, he's growing up.
And this would be a nice moment if he didn't immediately turn around and insist on decorating the cake by himself.
Dude, it's Margaret's birthday. You already neglect her. Like, just let her have one day. One day a year, bro. One day. You have 364. She can have 360. She can have one. Okay? But he can't do that. I know he's a kid, but it still needs to be pointed out.
Daniel makes a panda face out of berries, but can't even get the nose color right. At least he didn't go with the grapes. Seriously, who the puts grapes on a cake?
Yeah, Dominic Cantado said the baker is a freaking creep. And didn't say the frick word, by the way. But yeah, look at that smile, man. That is... Yeah. I'm having nightmares tonight, let's just say that.
Tiger family returns home with the panda berry cake just in time for Margaret's birthday. God only knows how Daniel will end up ruining that. Margaret's party is about to start, and Daniel won't shut up about how he's the birthday buddy. He brags about how he helped set up the decorations and design the birthday cake himself. And yeah, I get that he's
Oh, thank you, Veggie Tiger, again. #1 dono so far. Guys, if you want your message read out, then leave a dono. He said... Or she, I'm not sure. I assume he, but I'm not sure. Ashamed to admit, I used to watch Daniel the Tiger. Look, there's no shame in it, okay? Lots of kid shows when you're a kid, you don't realize how cringy they are. And actually, Daniel Tiger does have some good messages, you know? It does have good episodes. It does have good messages. The fact, you know it's a good show from the fact that people like me and Matt Neff can make videos about it, you know? If the show was complete shit, then we wouldn't have anything to say. So it is actually a decent show. It's just Daniel's he's a bit much. You know, he reminds us of that kid when we were at school who was just like, you know, just too much, you know. They just dominated everything. They were nice enough, you know, nice kids, but just like, ugh.
Capping what happened in the last episode, but he doesn't have to be so fucking smug about it. Daniel is so egotistical that he can't even let Margaret enjoy her own birthday crown.
It's mine, but I'm letting her wear it.
I love that. He's got so much ego, bro.
I'm starting to think that Daniel Tiger and the birthday...
Yeah, and by the way, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please hit subscribe. Okay, you will come up on the screen in the top left-hand corner with your little username. So please subscribe, okay? We're aiming for 200,000, all right? We want 200K ASAP. I'm not happy with 164K. I want 200K.
Girl are long-lost siblings.
It's mine.
Swearing is okay in the chat. One of my mods just asked. Swearing's okay, but not directed towards me or another person. If it's just kind of casual swearing used in a funny way, that's okay. But if it's being abusive, then leave it. Okay, so kind of use some judgment there. Oh, I remember Eileen. Good memories. Good memories. I mean bad memories, but yeah.
The party guests start to arrive, and Daniel immediately gets jealous when the kids give all their attention to Margaret.
Here's your present backwards!
I didn't realize Miss Elena was a contortionist. The other kids start to arrive and give Margaret their gifts, but...
Oh, the Owl is class, to be fair. Like, I like Oh, the Owl. I actually quite like Katarina Kitty Cat as well. Like, they're actually proper... They're decent. I know Katarina Kitty Cat is like one episode where she's like a psycho. But in general, like, she's pretty cool. But then I'm biased towards cats. But Oh, the Owl is like, he's chill. He's a chill dude.
But Daniel Tiger wants to play. Daniel whines that nobody brought him a present, even though, again, it's not his damn birthday. And if you think I'm being hyperbolic, Daniel straight up says he wishes he could keep all of Margaret's gifts for himself.
I wish these presents were for me.
Daniel says it's not fair that all his friends are paying more attention to Margaret on her birthday. Even his own grandfather has the gall to wish his granddaughter a happy birthday. Daniel tells his grandfather he wishes the party was for him, even though it kind of already is. I mean, think about it. He invited all of his friends to his...
It's true. They're all his friends. Margaret doesn't get one friend to invite. That's it. If you actually look at this show, man, Margaret is like proper isolated. It is kind of sad. I know she's just a baby, but apparently there's going to be a new character in Daniel Tiger, by the way. I don't know if you guys have heard this, but Daniel and Margaret are going to be getting a new cousin. So I reckon when they introduce that new character, that will be like 100% I'm doing an episode about that. You know, 100% a video about that, because that's going to be wild. I want to see who this new character is, man.
Sister's birthday party and picked out the cake himself. If you added...
Yeah, thank you. I Love Country Ball Plushie said Snipe doesn't deserve 164K. He deserves 200K. Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
all the birthday buddy
And
crap...
it's good now to see some people subscribing. Thank you, Ramesh. Just saw you're subscribed. That's fantastic. We are going to be giving out some channel memberships at the end of this Matt Neff video, by the way.
This might as well be a party for both Margaret and Daniel. The frowny furball gripes that none of his friends want to play, even though there's nothing stopping him from playing with Margaret. Daniel decides to lead the kids in a game of pin the tail on the panda, and then cuts in front of everyone so he can go first.
That's what I mean about Daniel being a bit much. It's that kind of thing, you know? We all knew kids like this in school. If you're still in school, you know a kid like this. If you don't know a kid like this, then I hate to break it to you, but you're probably that kid, okay? 100%, there's always kids like this, man. Always.
We then see Daniel help his baby sister so she can have a turn. Hey, that's cheating. I
Hi, Letitia. Welcome. Channel member, by the way. Good to see you.
don't care if it's her birthday. We all have to play by the rules, Daniel. It's time for birthday cake, which means it's also time for the world's most ear-grating birthday song.
I love the fact that, you know, because you can't do the happy birthday song, can you? Because of copyright. So you always have to do, no, anyone saying the N-word, ban them, okay? N-word is, we're not having that. It's not that type of stream. And obviously it's unacceptable language. But, yeah, it's funny with the happy birthday song, how because of copyright reasons, they have to do like a cringe alternative to the happy birthday song that we all know and love, you know? So I get why Margaret's like proper pissed off by that.
Margaret is understandably overwhelmed by their tone-deaf shrieks and runs off crying. And while this isn't entirely
She's had the worst She's had the worst birthday ever, man.
Daniel's fault, he still saw that his sister was getting upset and could have told everyone to stop singing before she burst into tears.
Why do you think Margaret is upset?
Why the hell do you think, dumbass? Instead of letting his parents diffuse the situation, Daniel takes it upon himself as the birthday buddy to help Margaret calm down, even though he doesn't have the best track record when it comes to helping kids who can't handle loud noises.
Clang, clang, clang.
Daniel decides the best way to help Margaret is to have everyone sing her the birthday song one at a time, because if there's anything kids love more than the birthday song, it's having to listen to it 10 f***ing times.
How boring is that? Can you imagine a kid's birthday where you have the kids, okay, it's their birthday, and then every kid at the fucking party has to sing happy birthday individually. Dude, this is like just so cringe. Like, I know it's a kid's show, but it's still cringe. And the thing is, people say, why do you talk about kid shows? Because they're written by adults. And the adults who are writing it get away with the cringe. If it wasn't for me and Matt and other people calling it out, they would get away with this, man. It's not acceptable.
Times in a row. Daniel's grandfather finally agrees to play, as Daniel says he likes being Margaret's birthday buddy.
Thank you, Veggie Tiger. Oh my god, we're getting so generous now with the donation. So Veggie Tiger said you should also check out Max Ruby 004 as well. I will do. I'll make a note of that. Thank you for that, Veggie Tiger, and thanks for the dono. And Nightwolf said, here's a beautiful. Thank you, Nightwolf Gamer. So kind. Already a channel member and giving me a few bucks. So appreciate that so much. Thank you.
Even though he spent the whole day being a jealous little prick. Don't believe me? Let's review. Daniel Tiger
See, Matt's swearing as well. It's not just me.
got jealous of his little sister on her birthday and whined how he wasn't the center of attention. He took it upon himself as the birthday buddy to dictate every aspect of Margaret's party, including the party games and the design on the birthday cake. He only invited his own friends to his sister's party, but still got upset when they didn't bring him any presents. He spent the whole party pouting how nobody wanted to play with him, until his grandpa told him to quit being a mopey little dick. He then helped his sister cheat at a party game and made her cry by screeching the birthday song directly in her ear. And even though Daniel ruined Margaret's special day, just wait till you see how he ruined his own birthday. It's Daniel Tiger's birthday.
Yeah, so this is kind of part 2 of the video now. So now we're moving. That was Margaret's birthday. Now we're looking at Daniel's birthday. And this one goes even worse. Okay. Yeah, thank you, ChalkZH, one of my mods, by the way. Shout out. I'm a hashtag Snipe Army member. Yes, indeed. Thank you.
And it looks like the theme of his party is birthday theme.
Do you like birthday?
97 Potato said, hey, wait, Snipesap's not mad at Matt for being American for once. Do you know what? Every American person I've met has been like proper cool and proper chill. Matt, probably my favorite American. Can't lie. I don't know too many Americans. I seem to meet loads of Canadians, but not many Americans. But the Americans I've met are like super cool. You know, super cool. I like Americans.
Parties?
Not if you're invited. Daniel's mom says it's time to pick out a cake. What is it with this family and waiting until the last possible second to get a birthday cake?
True. You've got to source the cake earlier, dude.
That's like waiting until after you have the baby to build the crib. Daniel is excited to go to the bakery to pick out his cake.
You'll come with me, right?
Not if I have any choice in the matter.
I'm so happy you're here.
Oh, thank you, Cows Gaming World, for the donation. Appreciate that. Cheers. Very cool.
Makes one of us, Daniel. Daniel asks his mom if he can carry the cake by himself. His mom thinks the cake might be too heavy for him, but
You know what? Nightwolf Gamer said at least the song in that episode was good. The songs in Daniel Tiger are like pretty damn good. You know, they slap. They're better than the show. Girl who crushes Skaka Tip said, "How is Lucky? He's good. I can see him actually. I'll try and get him. Try and get him in later. I can see him. He's been more reticent to come on stream nowadays, which is a bit annoying. But I can't force him. He's a cat. He does what he wants.
Daniel says he's stronger than he
He's
looks.
good.
How else do you think he carries around that big round head of his? Daniel convinces his friends to join him on his trip to the bakery, which sounds like the opening line to a Dateline abduction special. Daniel and crew arrive at the bakery, which apparently imports all its cakes from Getty Images.
That's what I mean. Look at that cake at the back. Look at those cakes at the back, dude. These ones. That's from Getty. Actually, I reckon they Getty Images you have to pay. They're going from Google Images. You know, 100%, man. 100%. Yeah, the songs are very earwormy and memorable indeed.
Daniel then sings a song about how he wishes all the cakes were alive so that they could feel pain when he eats them.
Well, I hope he picks me, cause I'm yummy, yummy, yummy.
Hey, what did I say about putting grapes on cakes? Just then, the baker pops out
Grapes on cakes. What? Is that an American thing? I've never heard of this. Why would you put a grape on a cake? That's vile, man. Why would you do that?
of nowhere to ensure Daniel and his friends never have a peaceful night's sleep. Daniel is about to pick out a cake when O the Owl recommends a tiger design from his book of cakes.
See, that's why I like O the Owl. He's got books. I like people that are kind of like well-informed. You know, I like speaking to someone and they actually know what they're talking about. Because nowadays, most people just make stuff up. I feel like I don't want to give myself credit too much, but I feel like with my videos, they're at least pretty well researched. You know, I won't say something if I'm not sure that it's factually true. And if it's wrong, then that's because the source I've got it from is wrong. But everything is sourced, you know. Like I went to university, so I try and do it like a university essay. You know, I like having citations in my scripts and kind of sources. You know, but yeah, grapes on cakes are insane.
Wait, where were you keeping that this whole time?
You can all be bakers!
Jesus, don't scare me like that, you fucking weirdo. The baker lets Daniel design his own cake, which goes about as well as you'd expect.
Uh-oh!
Daniel accidentally smears some frosting on the face
What is that? Why has it only got one eye? It's like a Cyclops tiger or something.
of the tiger cake, and instead of just wiping it off, Daniel cries that the whole cake is ruined.
I'm so disappointed. Grrr!
Daniel, you gotta stop it with the growling. I know you're a tiger, but it's not for you. Daniel's mom tells him that a mistake is just an opportunity to try something new. How do you think they ended up with Daniel in the first place?
Oh, God. It's a good point. If you understand that joke, then you're probably not a very young kid. If you're a very young kid, that might go over your head. Okay? Might go over your head.
Daniel turns the smudge into a smile, and Katarina completes the cake with a set of blueberry eyes that stare directly into your soul. Daniel insists on carrying the cake all by himself, and nearly drops it on the floor. Daniel
Yeah. Yeah, that looked like a really good idea. I bet the cake inside there's in really good condition now. Wow. Just a quick reminder, please do like the stream. Let's try and get it on trending, okay? If you haven't already liked the stream, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, then hit subscribe because it is helpful to me, and you'll also get a little credit on the top. Just like Veggie Tiger did, just because I exist, Snipe's about to be rich. Yeah, indeed. Veggie Tiger is carrying me through this stream for sure. Thank you.
decides to shake the
Very
cake
kind.
box all the way back to his house, and almost drops it several more times. Daniel wants to show off the cake to his father, who's busy putting party hats on flowers. Sure, why not?
I always thought that dad was a little bit, you know what, in the head.
Surprise, surprise, it looks like Daniel's cake got smushed on the way home. Gee, I wonder how that...
Yeah, Gamer Chase TV said Daniel is a mistake, lol. I don't want to put it that bluntly, but, you know.
that happened.
Yippee!
Do people ever plan that? Or is it always kind of a bit of a... I don't know.
Wow! How would you feel if your cake was smushed?
Oh, it's so cringe. Oh, God. I'm glad I didn't grow up with this show. Because honestly, I think even if I was like 6 years old watching this, I would cringe. When he kind of does that thing to the camera and he does that like, how would you feel if... da-da-da-da-da? It's like, oh my days. Just give me a break.
Well, considering I don't throw my cake around like a jackass, I don't think I'll have to worry about that. Daniel cries into his father's arms, though maybe they should have drawn his head a little higher up. Daniel's dad
No comment on that.
says they can still salvage what's left of the cake.
What is something good about all birthday cakes?
That they're not smushed?
That's a good comeback. Daniel does have some zingers sometimes. He does have zingers sometimes. Do you know what I mean? He's capable of the occasional zinger, is our boy Daniel. that they're not smushed. But you smushed it. Bro, you have to learn about taking responsibility. I know you're a kid, but you still have to learn that lesson. If you don't learn that lesson, then you're going to end up at being like an entitled adult. Okay? So you do, unfortunately, it's a reality of life. You have to learn that lesson. You have to learn the hard way. Okay? Y'all just do. You just do. If you want to be a good person in life, you need to have a little bit of adversity. You know? You just do. Maybe there's like the 1 in a million who doesn't, but like you do become a better person through adversity.
Okay, listen here, you little smartass. Daniel's dad says it only matters if the
Yeah, someone said, was that Lucky? Yeah, Lucky is around. I can see him. He's watching me.
cake tastes good, and the two give it a taste test for good measure. Wait, now where did they pull those spoons from? Why do all the pantsless characters pull random crap out of their asses? Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Daniel's friends arrive for the party, where we see only half of them bother to bring gifts. Miss Elena reveals she has her dress on backwards. Wait, has she been wearing her dress backwards the whole show? What kind of weird-ass character quirk is that? Daniel's friends are surprised the cake looks like shit, but Daniel says he designed the cake to match his
Thank you, Veggie Tiger. Another dono, so kind. If I told you this was only going to hurt, Daniel. Exactly. Exactly.
personality. Daniel's parents tell him to make a wish, though his father seems rather impatient.
Make a wish
on your birthday cake, Daniel Tiger.
Calm down, Mr. Tiger. How much damage could Daniel do with one
That cake is a freaking abomination, by the way. Like, that is the worst birthday cake in human history. Sorry, animal history.
candle? Let's review. Daniel Tiger insisted on picking out his own birthday cake, and then got all upset when he made one little mistake. He insisted on carrying the cake home all by himself, but didn't have the patience or the common sense not to shake the box. He was somehow surprised when the cake got smushed and cried that his birthday was ruined.
No comment there. I'll just leave that. I'll present that without comment, because I feel like if I did comment on that, then the stream may abruptly end. If, you know, YouTube's terms and services and all that.
And even though he managed to salvage his cake, this wouldn't stop him from going on to ruin everyone else's birthday for the foreseeable future. F you, Daniel Tiger. Thanks for watching, everyone. If there's a specific cartoon you want me to watch, top-tier patrons can commission a review for my channel. You can also become a channel member to get early access to all my uncensored videos. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.
And I say, hey,
So let's pull this up. Find my own stream. Go in live chats. Then I press this. And
Do
then
you
it
remember when
says-
Daniel Tiger got new neighbors and nearly scared them off in one day?
Sorry, Matt, I'm just going to pause that. How do I do this? I don't understand why it's not coming up now. That's weird, because earlier that was coming up, that I could gift membership for my viewers, but it's not coming up. Let me check on the desktop. Give me a second. Should come up. If it doesn't come up, then I'll sort it out for next time. I'll contact someone at YouTube. But it literally was, it was coming up as an option. Let's find my own stream. Because you can gift memberships. You know, you have 10 memberships. Lucky's doing good. Lucky's doing really good. He's very happy. He's a type of cat that loves life, you know. Okay, so now I go to chats. On here. I don't understand why it's not coming up as an option now. That's just so freaking bizarre. Let's turn it off desktop side then. Let's put it on mobile. Then the chat doesn't even come up. So weird. Okay, we may have to postpone the memberships for next time. Because before the stream started, it was literally coming up as I get 10 memberships a month to gift. So yeah, if that's not going to happen, then next stream we will give out 10. I was going to do 5 and 5, but we can change it to 5 and 10 next time. It doesn't really matter. The memberships will be I'm entitled to give them out. So, you know, if I have that as an option, then I'm going to do it. Obviously, I want you guys to get free memberships. Let me try one more time. So that one doesn't work. That one doesn't work. Yeah, I don't understand why it's not coming up. So I will try later on in the stream. So do hang around. But it's not working at this present moment. which does rather suck, but it is what it is. Actually, give me 1 second. Let me try this, okay? I'm going to go to my own YouTube on my desktop. I'm going to find my own stream. Because that's what you have to do. And we'll see if maybe it only comes up on the desktop. I don't know. Some of you guys will definitely know. Like, I've given them out before and it's been fine. So it should be coming up, to be honest. Okay, I found my own stream. Now let's find my own chats. Engage with my audience. I don't need to do that. Yes, I can. There we go. So it says, send gift memberships free of charge. You have 10 gift memberships left to send this month. I can send 5 now. Okay, so let's get Lucky in. Lucky, you can help me do the honors in pressing the button, okay? Come here, Lucky. Come here, baby. Come here. Because we want to see who gets lucky. Okay, send 5 now. Lucky's about 2 years old, I think. I rescued him, so I'm not sure exactly. Okay, so I've sent 5 memberships, so it should be coming through now. Okay, so well done if you got one. Okay, it's completely random, but if you got one, that's awesome. Congratulations. We'll do 5 in my next stream as well, so do hang around for the streams. Okay, let's continue with this. Please like the stream, because numbers have dropped off a bit while I faffed around with the admin. So like the stream, let's get the numbers back up, and let's watch Daniel Tiger is a big, fat bully. Okay?
Hey everyone, first of all, thank you so much for 80,000 subscribers. I said I'd talk about one of the Daniel Tiger movies if we reached our goal
I can't believe there are Daniel Tiger movies. I just can't believe that.
before Halloween, and you all did your part, so now it's time for me to hold up my end. But before that, make sure to like and subscribe, and leave a hype, since I guess that's still a feature. And stick around to the end.
Chalk ZH, I'm not doing collabs at the moment. But I'm open, especially streaming, I'm open to it. Once I've got more used to streaming, then I'm definitely open to collabing on stream. That could be fun. Yeah. Uvra Sigma said, thank you for the membership. No worries. Okay, thank you for hanging around.
End of the video to find out about an exciting new 2D fighting game I've been developing with the folks at Retail Revenge, and how you can help bring it to life. Let's not waste any more time and delve right in. This video is brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you. Make sure to subscribe and help get this video to 10,000 likes. The movie starts with Mr. McFeely driving a moving truck, and it looks like we're in for a musical with a capital M. Okay, a Daniel Tiger movie does not deserve this good of a soundtrack. This feels like getting the Beatles to sing Happy Birthday at your 4-year-old's birthday party, Mr.
The songs are too good for Daniel Tiger, bro. They're too good.
McFeely drives the truck through a magical portal to the land of make-believe. Looks like we're operating on Thomas and the Magic Railroad logic. Not sure that's the movie you want to be imitating, Daniel Tiger.
Do we have any Thomas fans? If you're a Thomas fan, let me know in the chat.
Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle.
I'm a Thomas fan. I'm a Thomas fan from way the frick back. Okay.
48-minute movie spends the first 3 minutes introducing the audience to characters we already know. Daniel Tiger is surprised to see the movers parked outside the house next door.
What's that?
It's a truck, Daniel. You know, big metal box with wheels. Your buddy Max can tell you all about them.
Oh, Max is such a sweetheart, man. Max is a good lad.
What do you think is in those boxes?
I don't know, but I'm not sure you want to find out.
What's in the box?
Daniel is excited to show his dad the truck, even though he doesn't appear to have any idea what kind of truck it is.
It's not a dump truck. It's not a cement truck.
Dude, this is the kind of thing, like, I swear some information is like, you just need to pick it up. If you have like a certain level of intelligence, you just need to like pick up certain things. Like, it's a truck, there are boxes, and there's people moving into a house. Can you put 2 and 2 together and make 4? Could it be, Daniel? Could it be a moving truck?
Daniel, do you really not know what kind of truck that is? What are they teaching you in that preschool
They don't teach anything.
of yours? Daniel is overjoyed by the idea of having a new friend to torment and insists on introducing himself before his new neighbors
That's it. Imagine having Daniel as a neighbor, man. Imagine.
have a chance to unpack. When nobody answers the door, Daniel peeks through the window like a goddamn stalker. Daniel is disappointed that there's nobody inside to play.
Dad just doesn't rein him in. Why are you letting this kid go in? Look through the friggin' keyhole. It's just so weird.
Hey! The intrusive tiger decides to tell everyone in the neighborhood about his mysterious new neighbors. He tells the baker, who plans to give them this loaf of banana.
That's weird as well. Why would you go around and tell people that you've got a new neighbor in? It's like, maybe they want to go and have privacy. Why? I just don't get it.
Banana bread that's been carved into the shape of an ass. Daniel and his dad go full Paul Revere, running through the streets shouting, "The neighbors are coming! The neighbors are coming!" They tell everyone from O the Owl to...
Yeah, the dad's just a freaking enabler at this point, man. The dad is a freaking enabler. Like, if your kid wants to go around and, like, scream that the neighbors are here, for me, it's like, that's freaking out the neighbors, you know? It really helps in life to have a good relationship with your neighbors. Like, I genuinely recommend to everyone, like, if you can get on well with your neighbors, like, seriously, it will bail you out of, like, a million problems in the future. So, I would not be going around and literally screaming to everyone, "Oh my God, we got new neighbors, new neighbors, new neighbors." Blah, blah, blah. It's just weird.
Prince Tuesday, who appears to be moonlighting as a crossing guard for some reason. I'm just saying, you don't see Prince William doing volunteer work while he waits for his dad to die.
Yeah, Nissa Rafasa said, "OMG, imagine Daniel as a neighbor. I would move within 2 hours." Exactly. I'll move within 2 minutes.
I can't wait to deliver their first letter.
Wait, Mr. McFeely, if you're here, then who's watching the moving truck? Daniel and his dad run to the top of the clock factory to spread the good news.
Neighbors are coming.
Hey, Mr. Tiger, you forgot to put hands on the clock.
Look at that. Animation error. Animation error, dude. Even Daniel Tiger has them. I know I've done a few on number blocks, but even Daniel Tiger... Guy, maybe it's just you. Like, humans are going to make mistakes. Part of me thinks, like, oh, like, we need to go against AI. We need to be perfect if we're going to be human animators. But then it's like, yeah, like, humans make mistakes, and that's part of animation, you know? It's part of it.
Tower. How is anyone supposed to know what time it is? The whole town joins in singing another song that is way too good to be in this movie. Yeah, Faction Paradox said the absolute terror of being near Daniel Tiger. Exactly. Daniel and his dad are so excited that they somehow run all the way back home to tell his mom and baby sister about their new neighbors. Daniel asks his mom if he's ever had to move.
No, you've always lived in this house.
How do you... Would you not be aware if you'd moved? I don't understand that. Would you not be aware if you'd moved house? Why would you have to ask your parent that? Or isn't that just like part of like a family history, like a shared family history that you would know if you moved when you're like 1 year old? That's so weird.
But you're welcome to move out as soon as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's make believe we're moving.
Why make believe? I'll even help you pack. Daniel then imagines what it'd be like to live all around the world, from the big city to the Arctic to even the moon, which still doesn't feel far away enough for my comfort. Daniel finally gets a glimpse of his new neighbors.
The box is in the way.
Yeah, no shit, Daniel. The mysterious stranger heads inside, but not before a random object falls out of their moving box. Remember this moment for later, because while this might seem like an inconsequential detail, this will end up being the catalyst for the whole damn movie.
Yeah. It's one of those things, isn't it? It's one of those things you have to look out for because it's going to become a big thing later on.
The Tiger family brings a bundle of sunflowers to their new neighbors, who turn out to be a family of platypus. Platypussies? That can't be right. The matriarch of the house introduces herself to Daniel Tiger.
I'm Dr. Platypus. You can call me Dr. Platt.
That's Mrs. Dr. Professor Platypus. Oh wait, I already made that joke in the last video. Daniel says he's never met a platypus before, while the doctor admits she's never met a tiger before. And by the end of this movie, I'll bet she'll be wishing that was still the case.
Savage!
Dr. Platypus invites the Tiger family inside. Mistake number 1. And Daniel says the house looks like shit.
It's so empty.
Imagine that. Bro has no filter. I think kids in general don't really have any filter, do they? You know, you get brutally honest comments from kids. You know, if there's something you feel self-conscious about, let's say looks-wise, let's say personality-wise, anything, then if you spend enough time with kids, then it will get pointed out to you in the most brutal way possible. If y'all have, like, young relatives, then you know that's the case. Reminder to like the stream if you haven't already. Thank you. Smash the like button on the stream. Really helps me out. And if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, then please subscribe, and you will get a little notification on the top. If you want me to read out your message, then leave a donation, and I'll read out all donos. Okay, so Snap promise, all donos get read out.
Come on, Daniel. At least give them time to set up before you start ragging on their interior decorating. Daniel takes a look around the house when he makes a startling discovery.
But I already found you.
Oh god, they have their own version of the Tibble Trash.
Do you know what twins are?
Unfortunately, yes, Daniel. I know quite a bit about twins. Margaret quickly makes friends with the duck-billed buffoons, while Daniel whines that there isn't someone his own age around who can play. Or is there? Daniel finds Dr. Platypus has an older daughter named Jody. Jody takes one look at Daniel Tiger and decides to hide from him forever. Good thinking, Jody. Turns out Jody also lives with her grandma, though we never find out what happened to Jody's father, who I imagine had to enter witness protection after accidentally killing Dr. Doofenshmirtz with his own innator. Jody shows off her new room when Daniel starts to do the potty dance. Daniel ends up using the platypus's bathroom before they even have a chance to break it in. Jody's mom tells her,
That's wild, man. Imagine being the first person in someone else's house to use their bathroom. Bro, imagine that. That's so weird. Like, I don't know. That's just weird to me. Maybe it's not weird. Welcome Gabbing About Brats. He says, I'm a Thomas fan. Yeah, me too, bro. Me too.
it'll be fun to have Daniel as a new friend. And even Jody's like, Mom, what have you been smoking? Jody admits to her mom that she's nervous about the new house, so her mom helps her unpack to cheer her up. Daniel gets back to find Jody and her mom.
This is actually a really sweet episode, and I remember seeing this episode. I was thinking about making a video about Jody, but it never materialized. This is actually a really good episode because it shows the anxiety that you have when you move house, you know, when you move to a new location and you don't know anyone. It's like, it's actually sort of, it's actually a good thing. You know what I mean? It's good to show that. It's good to highlight that. And if you're a kid and you move to a new place, I bet that this episode, like, you could relate to it. You know, it's actually like Daniel Tiger is kind of serving like a public service. To be honest, it's like a good thing.
Are almost done setting up her room. Damn, Daniel, how long were you in the bathroom? Daniel insists on helping Jody unpack the rest of her belongings.
I'm a really good helper.
Bullshit. The two quickly get distracted when Jody pulls out her toy trains. And honestly, I can't blame them for that. Seriously, who doesn't love trains? They open the next box.
Yeah, trains are fire. So me, Matt, and Gabbing About Brats are agreed. Trains are fire. Trains are good.
To find a strange surprise inside.
It's fluffy and brown.
Gross.
Yeah, Versatile Floof said just recently moved is stressful. Yeah, it is. Moving is stressful. Moving is stressful. It's part of the reason where I'm living now, like, it's not 10 out of 10, but the thought of moving is just like, I'd rather stay put just to avoid the move. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's freaking tough.
Turns out Jody has a stuffed hedgehog named Benji.
Oh, Nightwolf Gamer said, my dad drives trains. Nice. That's a cool job.
Jody says that Benji is sad about having to move to a new neighborhood, and Daniel is too dense to comprehend the very obvious metaphor.
Corey Raver said, I got a cat that looks like your cat Lucky with the same name. Oh, that's cute. Oh, Cat Hat. Nice. Nice. Very cool.
Daniel then helps himself to Jody's stuffies without her permission. Seems par for the course. Jody reveals she has to share her room with her twin brothers. Jody, you poor bastard. Daniel wonders what it'd be like to share his room with baby Margaret, though
I never had to share a room growing up. I was always lucky. I think because I was the eldest, I always got my own room. So I've literally never had to share a room. Apart from when I've been in like hostels and like vacations, you know, where you're like sharing a hotel room. I've never had to like share a room with like a sibling for an extended period of time, you know. So I've been quite lucky there.
imagine it could only end with a trip to the hospital. The two next decide to build a fort outside with the empty moving boxes, leaving the adults to finish unpacking by themselves. Rude. They build a tunnel connecting their two houses, and color the inside with the crayons Jody keeps in her shirt pocket.
I love Jody's special pocket.
Geez, Daniel, it's just a pocket. It's not like you have to marry it. Daniel tries to draw the sun, but gives up halfway through. Jody next draws a picture of her old house, though I'm not sure I can show it on YouTube. Jody then sings a song about how great her old neighbor—
97 Potato said, I shared a room with my sister till I was 14. Oh, sounds rough, you know? I feel like you just got to have, especially when you reach a certain age, like you've got to have personal space. Do you know what I mean? You've got to have space, because otherwise it's like you get no privacy, especially if you're going to school. Like, school is like no privacy. No, there's nowhere at school where you can just be by yourself and like chill. It's like impossible. I never had that. Even in my school, which was a good school, you know, and it's a big campus, it was always like intense. There's always people around, like being nice or being annoying, one of the two, but they were always around. So yeah, I feel like having your own space is like so important.
Neighborhood used to be, though any neighborhood without Daniel Tiger is a huge improvement.
True.
This is where I used to live. Platypus-tastic.
Come on, Daniel. Platyperfect was right there. Jody admits she misses her old home and wishes she could go back, but Daniel feels the exact opposite way.
I'm glad you're here with me in our tunnel.
That's not at all creepy. Thankfully,
I feel like Daniel he's trying to be nice there. So it's like, he's trying to be a sweet friend. He means well. That's the thing. He does mean well. You know, he's just, like I said, he's a bit much. I can't explain it any better than that. I should be able to, but I can't explain it better than that. Like, Daniel is just a bit freaking much.
Thankfully, Jody's mom comes back before Daniel has a chance to turn the tunnel into a scene.
Oh, Esk Party said, I go to a top 10 UK school. Wow. My school wasn't top 10. I think my school was top 100, but it wasn't top 10. So yeah, top 10 must be like, wow, tough.
Out of the lovely bones. Turns out while Daniel and Jody were dicking around outside, Dr. Platypus finished unpacking everything in her daughter's room. Jody is astounded until the venomous vermin claim her bed for themselves. Daniel also makes himself at home on Jody's bed when the troublesome twins steal her special pillow. Daniel tries to chase them down when Jody realizes her favorite bedtime book is missing. Jody and her mom scour through the pile of Photoshop.
I do low-key feel like really bad for Jody in this episode because, you know, she has to put up with Daniel, who is, he's nice, but he's annoying. And then, like, she can't find her stuff and she doesn't know anyone. It's like, I feel for Jody, man.
Pillows looking for the book. Jody starts crying that her favorite book is gone forever when Daniel storms in acting like the oblivious little twerp he is.
I got the cozy back.
I had to maul both your brothers to get it, but at least you'll have the whole room to yourself.
Okay, one of the mods, can we ban spammers, please? Ban them. Timeouts. Timeout for spammers.
Now, the Tiger family offers to help find Jody's book, even though they can't seem to keep track of their own baby.
I'm a helper tiger.
Daniel, you've been in their house for 20 minutes, and the only thing you've helped do is clog their toilet.
True. Freaking true. Bro hasn't helped at all. He's the kind of guy that says he's going to help and then doesn't help. Do you know what I mean? He's the kind he talks a good game, Daniel. He talks a freaking good game, but bro don't deliver. Bro don't deliver at all.
Both families unpack all the boxes while the beaver tail.
Thanks. Gabagabat Brat said that he liked the stream. Appreciate that. If you can like the stream, it really helps me out. Cheers.
Brothers try to indoctrinate Margaret into their evil ways. They finish unpacking, and Jody's book is still nowhere to be found. But nuts to that plot.
Oh, that's nice. SDW Now said, I'm lying on my old Daniel Tiger blanket. That's sweet, actually. That's nice. I like that.
Line, the platypuses are invited to a party.
Speedy delivery! Speedy delivery!
Jody and her family are invited to a welcome party in the Enchanted Garden, where Mr. McFeely says there'll be a special surprise waiting for them. And that's gonna be a big
Thank you, Allswell Think. They just banned a spammer. I appreciate that.
old nope from me. I've seen enough A24 movies to recognize a cult when I hear one. Daniel is excited for the party, but Jody says she doesn't want to go and runs off crying. Daniel searches the whole yard trying to find her. Gee, I wonder where she could be. Daniel finds Jody hiding in the cardboard tunnel, and instead of leaving her alone, insists on cheering her up himself. Good luck with that. Jody admits she's too upset about her missing book to think about the party, and worries she'll never sleep again if they can't find it. Jody also says she misses.
Oh, that's so sweet. Poor little Jody. I feel so bad for her. I feel bad for what she represents, you know, because it is hard when you're a kid and you move to a new place. You know, it's really hard, especially if you're at a school that's like not understanding. It's like, can be freaking traumatic, you know, it can be really, really hard. So I really feel for her.
Her old home and friends, and fears she'll never feel at home in her new house. And only now does Daniel realize he isn't emotionally mature enough to have this conversation.
Oh.
That's the O of someone who just discovered that other people have problems that don't revolve around him. The only thing Daniel can do is offer to find Jody's book, and everyone else agrees to help. The two scour the whole house looking for the book.
It's not here.
Why the hell would it be under the cardboard tunnel?
Yeah, the one place it wouldn't be is where you look first. Obviously, if it's under the cardboard, you can feel it when you've literally been sitting on the cardboard. But yeah, they're kids. They're dumb. Kids are in general dumb. You know what I mean?
Definitely would have felt it if that was the case. The two look all over the yard for Jody's missing book. Gee, I wonder where it could be.
Jody, is this your book?
Yep, as it turns out, the thing we saw fall out of Jody's moving box was in fact her favorite bedtime book. Who could have seen that coming? Turns out Jody is a big fan of the Tigey adventure books, and Daniel is thrilled to have a friend who we can nerd out with about this Indiana Jones wannabe. Just then, Trolley arrives to take the two families to the party, and Jody points out how fucking weird it is to have a sentient train car that can magically show up wherever you need it. The group gets to the garden, where we see everyone in the neighborhood has gathered to welcome Jody's family. Hold up, bananas do not grow on fucking trees. Maybe the next movie should be about Daniel Tiger looking for a book on botany. The neighborhood welcomes Jody's
Good line.
family with a song. And are we 100% sure this isn't a cult movie?
Yeah, 97 Potato said Daniel for once. Yes, Daniel does get some things right. And this episode is one of the best episodes. I think Matt says it at the end of his video. If I remember when I watched it at the time, I think he makes a similar point.
We welcome you, we welcome you, we welcome you today.
And I'm going straight to church.
Jody is understandably freaked out and tries to make a run for it, but her mom tells her to stay. Mistake number 2. Daniel convinces Jody to introduce herself to everyone, which backfires almost immediately when the wind starts tearing out the pages of her book.
Billy Judd said, "How does trolley move without a driver? Explain it to me." I don't know the science well enough. I do know that in London you have something called the DLR, Docklands Light Railway, that also is driverless, and it runs on something. It's kind of like a tram type. It's kind of a hybrid of a tram and a train, you know. So it's something kind of similar to that, I guess. I don't really know the science. I can't lie. But if you do understand how trolley works without a driver, then you can try explaining it to Billy, because I can't. I know I can't explain it well enough.
The other kids help Jody keep all the pages from blowing away.
And I'm twirling it to you.
Katerina, I think you can help without doing a goddamn twirl. Jody meets Prince Wednesday and offers him a rock for his collection.
Boopsy boopsy boop.
What the hell kind of nonsense catchphrase is that?
Yeah, Prince Wednesday is cringe. I'm not a fan of his. I think he's my least favorite, actually. I did write a Daniel Tiger tier list script, but then it felt like the moment passed. It felt like the Daniel Tiger kind of focus went away, so I didn't end up releasing it. But I had Prince Wednesday as the S tier brat from the Daniel Tiger, because he is just like spoiled and entitled. And I know you can't help being like a royalty, so I don't hold that. Like I quite like Prince William. You know, I think he seems like a decent guy. It's when people have like you can kind of sense that entitlement from them. Do you know what I mean? It kind of triggers me. But yeah.
Jody gathers all her new friends to read them her favorite book. As it appears, all the pages have magically glued themselves back together. The kids have a great time at the party before everyone gathers in the streets for the big surprise. Daniel nearly blocks the surprise with his big round bowling ball head, as we see the night sky light up with fireworks. Jody says she's excited.
Yeah. Moderators, keep an eye out for spammers. Apparently we're getting some spammers, so let's time out, okay? And repeat offenders, just ban them. If they're doing it and if they're timed out and they come back and they do it again, then kick them out, because spammers they bring the whole vibe down.
Excited to read her book in her new room.
And they should be doing something more constructive with their time.
Even though she just acted out the whole damn story for her new friends. The tiger and the platypus family ride trolley home, leaving the rest of their neighbors to walk home on foot. Rude. The families get back home, and Jody says she's glad to have Daniel as a friend. Mistake number 3. Daniel is surprised Jody considers him a friend, as am I, and rushes home to spy on her through his bedroom window. What a way to end a movie. So normally this is the part where I would recap the story and highlight every shitty thing Daniel does before giving him a big F you. But honestly, Daniel isn't nearly as bad here as he is in the rest of the series.
What I said.
Hell, this isn't even the worst thing Daniel does to Jody in the show. I actually think this is a really good tale about how difficult it can be for a kid to move to a new place and make new friends. Though I'm not sure they needed the whole 50 minutes to tell this story. Even with the musical numbers, I'm sure
50 minutes is insane. Like, for me, Daniel Tiger movies, it's like... Oh, can anyone explain this? This is a thought I had. What makes it a movie? You know, I always thought a movie was something you would go to the cinema to see. You know, it had to have some kind of theatrical release. Is a 50-minute one not just a long episodes? You know, I've never understood what makes it a movie. Because I'm sure it was marketed as a movie. You know, Matt's not saying it because it's not a movie. It is marketed as a movie, but I don't understand why it's a movie. I've never understood that. But yeah.
Sure, they could have boiled this down to 30 minutes without missing a beat, but as is, it's still a pretty good little musical for kids. It's nowhere near as good as any of the Arthur holiday specials.
You would say that, Matt. You're the ultimate Arthur fanboy, bro. You would say that.
Or even the Caillou holiday special for that matter.
He could say the same to me about Horrid Henry, although in fairness, I have moved away from Horrid Henry. And I moved away from it because there was nothing left to say, you know? There was nothing insightful for me to say about Horrid Henry. I feel like I'd said it all. And the problem with Horrid Henry as well, the first 2 seasons are really good, but then the quality falls off a cliff. And ain't no one watching a video about season 4, season 5 of Horrid Henry. You know, nobody's watching that shit, man. Because the writing was just so bad. It was awful. Awful writing.
But any movie with Daniel Tiger in it that doesn't make me want to poach this little twerp by the end is a win in my book. Let's just be grateful this movie was under an hour. Could you imagine if they gave Daniel Tiger a feature-length animated film?
I hope that you are proud of you too.
Oh dear God, no. Thanks for watching, everyone, and thank you so much for 80,000 subscribers. So for the past few months,
so we've
I've been
got one
working
more
with the
Matt
folks
Neff
at
video
Retail
coming out.
Revenge to create an exciting new
I'll just
2D
mute it for
fighting game
now.
that gives you the
But,
cathartic carnage
yeah,
of
it's
tearing
good so
into
far.
the worst
I'm enjoying
Karens
this, and this is to
imaginable.
celebrate.
We
If
just
you just
launched our
joined, then
Kickstarter
welcome.
campaign, so click the
Do
link in the
smash the
description
like
to learn
button,
more
it
about
helps
the
me
game.
out.
Every donation gets us one step
Appreciate it
closer
so
to turning our
much.
game into a reality. So
Feel
make
free
sure
to
to
comment
follow
in the
Retail
chats.
Revenge on Instagram and other
We're
social
watching
media
this to
platforms
celebrate
for
Matt
all the latest
Neff, who has
updates.
recently
Thanks
achieved
again for
100,000
watching, and I'll
subscribers,
see you all next time.
Which is a big deal. And I myself am now aiming for 200,000. And I think we'll get there by the end of the year, but I want it to be quicker than that. So, yeah.
Do you remember when Daniel Tiger went
so
to the
we're now to the
hospital
next
and had to
video.
be put down for his own?
This one is a great video. It's called Daniel Tiger Gets Fixed. If you don't know what fixed means, it's where you do a little operation type thing and you remove a certain important part of the body. Something that I personally would be very against ever having removed. I will also say that it is a bit of a clickbait title. I know you're probably thinking, Snipe Snap, you can't say that. You always clickbait. Well, yeah, I do. It's YouTube. You have to clickbait. If I didn't clickbait, I wouldn't have a channel, you know? But anyways, Daniel doesn't get fixed in this episode, okay? So DW, don't worry, okay? Yeah. 97 Potato says, we all know what fixed means. Maybe. I mean, in the UK, fixed isn't like a thing we say that much. It's more like neutered, you know? Or like some other, they'll say other things. Like fixed is not like a thing people say in the UK so much. Maybe in America it's a big thing people say.
Good.
We are here to help you get better.
Hey everyone, first of all, thank you to everyone who watched my last Daniel Tiger video. I mean, seriously, holy crap. I know my last couple Daniel Tiger videos did pretty well, but we reached a...
Not Bumblebee said, I hope this kind of hospital fixes Daniel personality. Yes, fixing the personality would be good, okay? I'm not in favor of the other operation, but the fixing personality, sure.
250,000 views in just 3 days. This is also how I found out about YouTube's new hype feature, which I'm still not in...
Can I explain what's happening? We're watching Matt Neff videos. Maggie, DFA, we're watching Matt Neff. We've already watched 2 Matt Neff videos, and we're going to watch one more to see out the stream. This is going to be my longest ever stream, okay? We're building up some stamina for streaming because I want them to be long, okay? I like, you know, Joe Rogan's kind of fallen off a bit, but I like it when he does like a 5-hour stream, you know? I love that. I love it when it's a 5-hour interview. I like things when they just go on like really, really long. That's just kind of my vibe, but I'm not there yet. But in the future, I'd love to do like a really long stream. That'd be awesome. Welcome. We have Almsum Archive joining. Good to have you here. Almsum Archive, who is preserving a lot of what would otherwise be lost media about Almsum. Okay, so thank you, Almsum Archive, for your service, and it's good to have you here.
Entirely sure how that works, but I'm glad I got featured in the top 100 before it gets...
Yeah, I have. I'll be honest, I haven't been in the hype charts for a while, you know? I feel like in one of my videos coming up, I need to ask people to hype, because I keep forgetting to ask people to hype. I did get in the hype charts. I think I got up to like number 20 one time with, I can't remember what video. It was a Daniel Tiger video. I can't remember which one. But I remember Matt sent me a message saying, oh, we're both in the hype charts. So that was cool. But yeah, I want to get back in the hype charts. I feel like I need to ask people to hype it though, because people aren't going to do that of their own volition. Do you know what I mean?
Gets completely taken over by bots and AI channels.
Thank you. Tricky2443 said, I love your streams. Thank you. It's good to have you here.
I was surprised to see just how many autistic viewers resonated with the video, which I guess makes sense considering the episodes I covered specifically feature an autistic character. And yeah, as many of you in the comments pointed out, I probably should have called the video Daniel Tiger is an ableist. But hey, what can you do? That video actually did so well, Autism Digest reached out to me to do an interview.
For those that may not know your story, do you mind summarizing it in your own words?
I am a 29-year-old YouTuber, and I live with my dad because I'm a 29-year-old YouTuber.
Check out the link in the description to watch the full interview where we talk about Daniel Tiger, YouTube, and
I haven't seen that interview. I need to check that out. That looks quite good, actually.
Autism awareness in children's media. Also, in another bit of good...
I'm not doing interview. I have actually had I'll reveal this. I've had a few emails asking me to do interviews, but I'm not doing interviews. Maybe when I get to 1 million subscribers, I'll do an interview. But until then, I'm grinding. In my opinion, I'm not worthy of doing an interview yet. I need to be bigger, okay? I'm not happy at the moment. I want it to be as big as poss.
Good news, PBS finally released their copyright claim on my...
Lol Cracker said, I love your vids. I didn't know you streamed. Yeah, well, streaming is something I wanted to start for 2026. I knew it would be... I know people, my friends will say that I've been saying for ages I'm going to start streaming because I have. But I knew when I started I would be not good at it. You know? I feel like even now, this is like the 6th one. I'm not... I wouldn't say I'm good yet because I know professional streamers are like incredible and it's a really hard skill. But I feel like I've already got better. You know, I've made progress, which is what I wanted to do.
Elmo review.
So yeah, we're doing 2 streams a week, if not more.
Finally!
That means I can finally put out my 60,000 subscribers.
Ella Michelle said, are you friends with Matt? Yeah, we're friends. We message all the time. We're going to do a collab type thing soon. I won't say too much details because Matt's keeping it under lock and key, but I'll be featuring on his channel quite soon. I'm writing something for him, so that should be good.
Subscriber video, which is now looking like it's going to be a 70,000 subscriber video.
Not Bumblebee said, do you like number block 12? Hell yeah. 12's a good number block.
So I'm excited to announce I am finally going to show you my review for Elmo in Grouchland next Saturday.
What? What?
I know, I'm sorry to keep you all waiting, but here's the thing. I want to give a bit of time for my patrons and channel members to have early access to this video. For those of you who are channel members or support me on Patreon, you're a big part of why I get to do this for a living, so I want to make sure you're getting your money's worth. So if you want to watch the uncensored version of my Elmo review right now, you can sign up for my Patreon or become a channel member right here on YouTube. The regular video will be premiering on my channel on Saturday, September 6th, for realsies this time. No takesies backsies. So in the first Daniel Tiger video I ever made, I talked about how one of the show's most infamous episodes is a blatant ripoff of Arthur's big hit.
I am so mad! I told you not to touch it!
Since then, I've been looking for other episodes to cover that are direct knockoffs of much better kid shows, and I'm pleased to report I found an episode that's an exact copy of not just one, but 2 iconic PBS cartoons. I'm specifically referring to the season 5 episode, Daniel Tiger Goes to the Hospital. In this episode, we see Daniel Tiger is nervous about going to the hospital to deal with his ear infection. And if that story setup sounds familiar, it's because they already did this exact same plotline in Operation DW and Caillou Visits the Doctor.
It's because all of these shows are basically the same. All of them are just... It's because there's only so many things that you can do, you know, with the setup. When you have a young kid and a family, like, inevitably you're going to end up going to hospital. Inevitably you're going to end up going to school. Inevitably you're going to go to the bakery. You know, inevitably there's going to be tantrums just because you're so limited by the constructs, the formats. Do you know what I mean?
Doctor, both of which I've already covered on FUDW and FU Caillou respectively. So today, I want to go through all 3 of these episodes to see which brat had the worst hospital visit, and which of them deserve to be put down for good. Call it a battle of the brats, if you will.
He stole my... I don't mind.
I don't think anyone else is using that title
very funny, Matt. Very funny.
Right now. So hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and leave a hype, I guess.
Yeah, Nightwolf Gamer said Arthur has better storytelling. Yeah, for sure. Arthur's a great show. I remember watching Arthur growing up. It was weird it was shown in the UK, actually. I don't know why it was, because it's a very American show. But it seemed to be on a lot, and yeah, I really vibed with it. Obviously, I don't know it to the level that Matt does. Like, me and my brother would watch SpongeBob a lot more. Like, we became, like, upset. Like, SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents, we were basically just, like, those two, we would just rotate, you know? On Nickelodeon, Sky TV would have SpongeBob. Then when that would finish, we'd switch over to Fairly Odd Parents, you know? So those were like our 2, like, they were like our grails. Like, we loved those shows.
Yes, and let's delve right in. This video is brought to you by viewers like you.
Yeah, Rosa Payne. Rosa Payne said, I'm sure he knows Battle of the Brats is yours. Yeah, he was just having a laugh. It's fine.
Thank you. Make sure to turn on notifications and help get this video to 5,000 likes. Daniel Tiger is sick as a dog. Daniel reveals he has a sore throat, which is clearly a symptom of an ear infection. His doctor says Daniel needs to come in for an operation, so...
Ear infections are so painful. Like, they sound like nothing, but they're just like... They're agony. You know, they cause agony, man. I hate ear infections. I'm so glad I haven't had one in, like, years, touch words. But, yeah, they're so much worse than you think.
So he can get fixed. So he can get his ears fixed. Daniel says he doesn't want to go to the hospital, even though it's his own damn fault for cramming God knows what into his ear holes.
Did you ever have to go to the hospital?
Have I been to hospital? Yeah, I have. I've been as a visitor and as a patient, actually. I had, like, very severe pneumonia when I was, like, 17. Like, during my A-levels. and I was in hospital for a few days, and yeah, it was horrible. I had like morphine. I was super sick. So yeah, I've been to hospital. Don't recommend. Don't recommend.
Yeah, I'm going there after this episode so I can get my ears removed so I don't have to listen to your naggy little voice, Daniel. Daniel says he doesn't know a damn thing about surgery, so his parents walk him through every aspect of the hospital. But wait, they're tigers, so shouldn't they be going to the vet? Daniel starts to panic.
Don't say the vet word around Lucky. Okay, you're gonna scare him. Lucky hates the vet. Lucky hates the vet. Do you know what? My cats hate the vet so much that nowadays I just pay someone to come to my house and do the stuff, do the vaccinations and whatever at my house. You know, because my cats they absolutely hate the vets. They freak out. I don't blame them. It is horrible there.
When he learns his normal doctor won't be the one doing the operation.
Taiki doesn't know Dr. Lee either.
You don't say. Daniel starts to get suspicious when he finds out the doctor will be putting him to sleep for the surgery. And if they're a good doctor, they'll make sure Daniel never wakes up. So let's compare the opening of this episode to Operation DW. In that episode,
Objects21 said, why does Lucky hate the vet? Because whenever he goes to the vet, he's either having a vaccination or, you know, when I first got saved Lucky, you know, he was on the street, he was a street cat. He was very, very sick. So he had to go to the vet and have like all kinds of, you know, injections, vaccinations. He had to have teeth removed. So he has in his mind, he has very negative connotations about the vets. So that's why. But I think in general, like it's normal for animals to take going to the vets, you know. So now it's just like I just have like home visits. It's much easier.
We get a bit of time with the big-eared brat to see how her infection is affecting her day-to-day life before the show outright explains what's wrong with DW, or at least what's wrong with her ears. I've been trying to explain what's wrong with DW for the past 3 years, and I'm still just scratching the surface. In Daniel's case, the titular tiger just spelled.
Just a reminder, if you haven't already, please like the stream. It helps me out. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, then hit the subscribe button. You will get a little notification in the top left of the corner, and your name will come up, and it will be a cool thing. Okay, so please hit subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want me to read out your message, then consider leaving a donation. I know not everyone has access to money at this time, so everyone's welcome here, of course. But if you do have a few spare dollars or spare quid lying around, then I'd appreciate it.
Out what's wrong with him right from the get-go without any build-up or tension. So even though the show is telling us Daniel needs surgery, we don't fully understand why. Do his ears hurt? Is he having trouble hearing? The show never tells us. For all we know, Daniel is just being a little crybaby like he always is. In less than a minute, Arthur is able to explain what a hearing infection is, show how it affects your hearing, and demonstrate the importance of the surgery. Daniel Tiger's episodes are twice as long as Arthur's, but they can't be bothered to take 1 second to explain why we should care about Daniel going to the hospital. Daniel takes his stuffed animal and his grandfather's seashell music box with him to the hospital.
Thank you, Mariana Real, who just subscribed. Thank you for listening to me. I appreciate that.
Hospital, along with the change of clothes, which seems rather pointless since he wears the same damn sweater in every episode. The Tiger family takes the sentient trolley to the hospital, where Daniel is surprised to.
Trolley is, if I had trolley in my real life, my life would be so much better. You know, if I could just get trolley everywhere, it would save me so much time. It would save me money. Like honestly, trolley. Like we need to start getting trolley. We need to make trolley a real thing. Why is Elon Musk not doing that? Come on, Elon. We want real life trolleys.
To be in a building that isn't his house or school.
Have you ever been in an elevator?
Daniel, who do you know that has never been on an elevator?
It's a ridiculous question. Some of those ones where he's talking to the camera is just like, oh, come on. Like, everyone's done that, surely. Like, surely if you're living in... This is an American show. If you're living in America... Thank you, awesome man, just subscribed. If you're living in America, surely you've been in an elevator. I just don't know how you could have got through life by avoiding that. Like, I genuinely don't know.
They get to the pediatric ward, and Daniel immediately has a crap attack.
The lights are so bright here.
He says the lights are too bright, and all the loud noises are giving him a headache.
I hate hospital lighting. It is so bright. I feel like I really understand lighting. I think even now on my camera, the lighting looks quite good. But hospitals is just horrible. Same in any environment where the lighting's really harsh. It's like, get me the fuck out of there, you know? Because it makes everyone look so tired. It makes everyone look like not good, you know? Just make the lighting a little bit less harsh, please, okay? A little bit more flattering.
Oh, so you do know what sensory overload is. Daniel starts whining that he wants to go home, which feels like it comes right the hell out of nowhere. I mean, he was so gung-ho about the surgery 10 seconds ago, and now he's acting like he's about to get his balls chopped off. At least when Caillou went to the doctor, they made it clear from the beginning that this little bald brat was scared shitless the moment he walked into the lobby.
I don't want to see the doctor, Mommy.
Admittedly, Caillou had a much bigger freakout when he got to the hospital. He's so scared that he tries to run away by hiding in his mom's vagina. But again, that episode
Matt, too much info.
Took the time to show why Caillou was nervous about going to the doctor. So when he eventually...
Hi, it's R211, channel member, shout out. Good to see you.
He does have a full meltdown.
Willow Rian LPS girl, I hate to break it to you, but I already gave out the free memberships. That we're going to give out more next stream. I have 10 free memberships that YouTube lets me give out every month. So I'll give out 5 more next stream, okay? I hope you get it. But again, it's random. Even if I wanted to give it to you, I couldn't.
It doesn't feel like it comes out of nowhere. Similarly, a good chunk of Operation DW is spent showing the days leading up to DW's operation. We see how she struggles with her feelings about the surgery before her family reassures her everything will be okay. With Daniel Tiger, he freaks out for 10 seconds and then calms down when his parents tell him to cut the crap. Such a riveting scene. Daniel introduces himself and his plush toy to the pediatric nurse, and hold up, that is the exact same plushie as Caillou's, but it's just a different species. Daniel Tiger isn't even trying to hide the fact that it's a ripoff. They get to Daniel's room, and the cranky gub is annoyed that it doesn't look like his bedroom.
This doesn't look like my room at home.
Dude, what do you expect? It's like, do you expect them to make a full replica of your room in hospital? Just to make you feel better? Like, Daniel, I hate to break it to you, but life doesn't work like that, man. Life's hard. Life's harsh.
What the...
People asking for free membership on next stream, I don't decide, okay? It's random. I press a button and YouTube decides 5 random people. If you join for next stream, then you have a chance. If you're not there for next stream, you have 0 chance, okay? I heard, I don't know if this is true, but if you like the stream, the more streams that you like of mine, the more chances you have because YouTube sees you as like a bigger fan. I don't know if that's true. That's just something I heard through the creator's grapevine, okay? So if you like my stream, this one and the next one, if you keep liking streams, then it's more likely that you'll get a channel membership. I don't know if that's true. That's just what I've heard.
The hell were you expecting, Daniel? It's a hospital, not Airbnb. The nurse asks Daniel if he wants a gown with stars or ducks. I mean, stars.
Also, if you want to get the channel membership, obviously you have to be a subscriber. That's just obvious.
Obviously.
I choose duckies.
I would also choose duckies. I like ducks.
Boo, boo, Daniel. Bad choice. Daniel draws the curtain so he can change into his hospital gown, which seems rather pointless since he's already naked below the waist.
True. They always do that, don't they? They always just... It's so weird. It's just... I don't want to talk about it because it's weird to even discuss.
I mean, God forbid we see his nipples. The nurse gives him a wristband to wear during the operation.
It's kind of like wearing a watch.
Only this watch tells the time of your death. The nurse then
Very good, Matt. Very good.
Takes his measurements, and Daniel Tiger is so fat that when he steps on the scale, it just says to be continued. Okay, that might have been uncalled for, but if I'm being honest, this part of the episode is just really, really boring. This episode is over 22 minutes long, and it does not know how to fill that time. For a point of reference, Operation DW is half the length of this episode, and they managed to show DW getting diagnosed, the build-up to her hospital stay, and the aftermath of her surgery all...
That's why I call Matt Neff the ultimate Arthur fanboy, because he... whatever.
All within 11 minutes. Hell, Caillou Visits the Doctor is only 4 minutes long, and it still tells a complete story with an epilogue. This episode of Daniel Tiger could have easily been boiled down to 11 minutes without missing a beat. Or if they still wanted to make it the...
Yeah, they wanted to fill out the runtime, you know, which I kind of relate to. If you have a YouTube channel of yourself, you probably already know this. If you're a creator, it's in your interest to make the video at least 8 minutes long, okay? For monetization purposes, an 8-minute video will do a lot better than a 7-minute video. So that's why my one, so I can relate a little bit to the Daniel Tiger, the writers of the show, because it's like they probably were given a 20-minute space and they have to fill it out, you know? So with me, normally it's not hard for me to get to 8 minutes because I try and choose like substantial topics. But I understand if they're trying to fill out 20 minutes with a hospital visit, yeah, the quality is going to go to shit. You know, it just is.
full half hour, they could have shown what happened to Daniel before he found out he needed surgery, so we could better understand why we should care about it in the first place. But since 90% of this episode is spent at the hospital, we're left with these long, uncomfortably drawn out scenes of all the mundane crap you have to deal with at every doctor's appointment. I get that the episode is trying to normalize hospitals for kids, but I feel like kids would be way too bored to sit through this entire episode.
They would, yeah, they would. I wouldn't have sat through this. If I was 6 years old, I wouldn't have sat through this. You know, no chance, no chance. I'd have sat through some of the episodes, but this one is Cartoon Movement said, how do you make your videos so long? I can't even make my videos around 5 minutes. I feel like you just have to be quite selective about the topic you choose. I feel like if you put a lot of time into what the topic is, then A, it's easier to write a script, and B, you can write more about it, you know? So I feel like if you're struggling to write a lot about an idea, then maybe the idea isn't that strong, or maybe the idea needs to be kind of refined slightly, I would say. So yeah, for me, if I can't kind of make an 8-minute video about it, then I won't do the topic, because I kind of think it's not really substantial enough of a topic. That's just my take. I know some creators do shorter videos. Like, I don't know if you guys know, like, Lessons in Meme Culture. It's like a really good channel, and the videos are like proper shorts, you know, but the videos are like really like fire, like they're great videos. So yeah, it kind of depends on what you want to do. But for me, it's just I do put most of the time is either editing or deciding what topic to do. Like, writing the scripts is really quick because I'm used to writing, and recording it is all in one take. You know, it's just a quick process. Editing takes ages. And deciding the idea takes ages, because if it's not a good idea, I'm not gonna kind of go down that route. It's a waste of everyone's time.
And even if they did pay attention, they'd then be worried the hospital was going to bore them to death. The doctor explains that she's going to put Daniel to sleep for the duration of the surgery. Daniel says he had better wake up, otherwise Katarina Kitty Cat will be in charge of the show. And I don't think any of us want that. The doctor promises to take care of Daniel, and then takes him away to be taken care of. They wheel him into the operating room and...
Oh, thank you. Getting some nice comments. Mario Kart World fan said Snaps Up is the best. Thank you. And the Traffic Cone Kid said you're cool. Thank you. Wow, I'm getting some nice comments today.
Promptly put him under so they can bring in the taxidermists. The doctor tells him to think of all the people that make him happy, and Daniel lists himself 3 times in a row. Daniel finally passes out and has a dream where he sails the ocean in a seashell.
I've never been put under anesthetic. Have you guys ever had that, where you've been put, like, you're given like a drug? My brother has. He had some problem with his knees, so he had to have an operation. You know, when you're given like a medication or like injection, I don't really know how it's done. It's literally never happened to me. But where you're forced to go to sleep. It's like, for me, that's like, I would be scared by that. Like, honestly, I'd be very, very scared by that.
Who cares? Daniel wakes up from the
Thank you. Arnold said, hello, Snapchat, big fan. Hi, Arnold. Rosa Payne said you're one of my favorites. Thank you. This is good for my ego, guys. Appreciate it. Gameplay Watch said I love your videos. Thank you. So kind. Oh, Note Wolf Gamer said they had it when they had their tonsils removed. Damn, that's bad. I used to get tonsillitis all the time. Just stopped randomly. But yeah, my mum's had her tonsils removed. And yeah, so it's a big operation. I don't envy you there. It's a big one.
Operation. Damn, the tiresome tiger is in such a rush to get home that he forgets to change out of his hospital gown, even though, again, he's already naked below the waist. The episode ends before we see the tiger family get their $50,000 hospital bill, and the doctor's getting sued for malpractice for operating on a wild animal. So as you can see, not only is this episode of Daniel Tiger a blatant ripoff, but it's also inferior to its competitors in every way. Don't believe me? Let's review. The episode featured a whiny little brat who had to go to the doctor to deal with an ear infection. They brought a...
Thanks, Kitty Cat. It's cool. Said you're one of my favorite creators, NGL. Thank you so much. Please like the stream if you haven't already, because that's a good way to show your appreciation for me. Okay, thank you. That's very cool.
Along their favorite stuffed animal to help them get through the ordeal.
Oh, people had tonsils. I'm looking in chat. Ryan had tonsils removed at the age of 2. Jesus, so young. Awesome Man had to have 4 teeth removed. I've never had any, again, touch words. Never had any teeth issues, actually. I've always, I keep very good care of my teeth. Everyone else in my family has fillings or braces. Braces you can't help, so no judge. But I haven't had anything. I think because part of it's luck, part of it is taking care. You know, I can't take full credit, but I do brush every night and mouthwash. You know, the mouthwash is the key.
deal, but still freaked out once they got to the act.
Cooler. I gotta call this out because this is just a bit of fake news. Cooler Man 1 said Numberlock Series 9 is out now. Bro, it ain't out. It ain't out. If it was out, I'd know. Okay? I'm like I follow the Numberblocks universe quite closely nowadays. Like, my content is quite Numberblocks aligned. So if Series 9 was out, I would know. And I am praying that they do new characters for Series 9. Because I want to be the first person on YouTube to make videos about these new characters. Okay? Every new character I'm going to try and do a video on. Okay? It's going to be very interesting. Okay, It's a Me Pikachu says, if Snipe Snap notices me, I will jump happily. Okay, well, I'll have to take you at your words, but enjoy jumping happily.
Actual hospital. They tried to put off the surgery until their parents convinced them that there was nothing to worry about. They ended up getting put under for ear surgery and proceeded to have a very stupid dream. And when all was said and done, they decided to annoy the crap out of their family by playing doctor at home, which feels like a malpractice suit waiting to happen. F-U-D-W. I mean, F-U, Caillou. I mean, fuck you, Daniel Tiger.
Sorry for any kids watching. Okay, that was the F word. But it's okay. We're grown up. We understand. We get the word. It's a good word. It's not a word I say much. I don't actually swear much, IRL. But on stream, sometimes you have to jazz it up a little bit. But yeah, I think we're going to leave it there, guys. It's been an hour and 20 minutes. So almost double our previous stream lengths, which is pretty good. And yeah, it's been fun. What is going to be the next stream? Possibly Numberblocks again. My next video is going to be a Numberblocks one. Because... I feel like there's still a lot of life in that content, you know, and I do like kind of the mathematician and statistical side of me likes kind of there's something about doing the Numberblocks ones I quite like. So yeah, the next one will be Numberblocks, but yeah, I don't know if the next live stream. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow. I don't know. I feel like Saturday and Sunday is quite good because people are at the weekend, so it's like you know, people don't have school or there's not too much going on. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, we'll leave it there, I think. Lucky, do you want to come and say hi? Let's see if I can get him over. Lucky, come here. Come on, Lucky. Lucky, come on. Nah, nothing doing. I'm not going to disturb him because he looks incredibly relaxed. I do envy how relaxed cats get. You know, I wish I could have that level of chill. But thank you guys. Appreciate all of you for being here. Join for the next one, okay? And on that note, Snipe, Snap,